Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to a review of a variant 2-pack with Easy Idle and Easy Idle Pitty. Now there are two things I wanted to mention to you guys before we get into the review. First off, I did not receive the circus pickup that I planned on reviewing today. Unfortunately, it didn't come, so hopefully I'll be able to get that review out to you guys before the end of October, if not early November. Second thing is that I beg you guys, please do not ask when your suggestion will be reviewed or when it's coming out, because I have so many other people who suggested, so if you just had your suggestion a week ago, you probably will not have another one for about a month and a half or so. And like I said, it's because I have so many different people that suggested cars that I have to give them their turn before you can have a second turn. Now I do apologize about that, but that's just the way it goes. I hope you guys can understand that, so please just don't ask when your suggestion will be coming out. You may have your suggestion on the schedule that's posted on the about section of my channel, but that's not an entire schedule, and some of the suggestions I haven't even set a date for, so I may not even know when your suggestion will be coming out. So please guys, be patient with me. I just apologize because there's so many other people that have suggested, so that's just kind of the way it goes. So that's all that I wanted to mention to you guys. So now let's get into a review of this variant 2-pack. This is a 2015 2-pack that was in the first case for the 2015 2-packs and have been in, I believe, every case of 2-packs since then, or at least most of them, because I really have seen this on a lot of pegs and it's become kind of a peg warmer. So you can see Easy Idle and his pitties are up there, which looks really cool. Now in 2015, Mattel started naming the Piston Cup racers by their actual name. So as you can see there, his name is Ruby Easy Oaks and his sponsor is Easy Idle, which is his common name, and his pitty is just called Easy Idle Pitty. Nothing really too special about that. And as you can see, this is 8 out of 18, and Easy Idle over here is 7 out of 18. So on the back here, we also have another 2-pack with Chief RPM and Petrol Pulaski, and we have 2 singles, Paunchy Wipeout and Chick Hicks. Then the description for the series reads, the King, Chick Hicks, and Lightning McQueen compete in a tiebreaker race to win the Piston Cup, and there's some art after Chick won. So that's basically all for the packaging. Now the reason why this is a variant is because these two vehicles right here are different than the original releases. So we'll take a look at those variants after I open them in a moment. Now I probably did miss a variation difference or two, a detail, so please let me know in the comment section below. I probably didn't get all of them, but I'll definitely hit on the main ones that I'm aware of. Alright, let's start with the Racer Easy Idle. Now one thing I just wanted to let you guys know that my older version of Easy Idle from a few years ago right here is the Kmart exclusive version that has rubber tires. As you can see there, it has rubber tires. They are very nice, I really do like them. So now just kind of disregard the rubber tires, because if you had a plastic version from a few years ago, it'd essentially be the same, just not the rubber tires obviously. Now I wasn't able to acquire a plastic version from a few years ago, but I do have this rubber tire version here. So one difference that you may not be able to see too well on the camera, but that is the color. The older version is a little bit lighter blue instead of the newer version, as you can see there. There's also a big difference in the mouth. I mean, the teeth aren't really colored anymore. As you can see, they're white teeth right there, and now it's just blue. It's not really colored white. I can kind of see a small dash of white paint in there, but definitely not as much as this here. So it's kind of a lack of detail in there, and they're not coloring in the teeth really anymore, I guess. And there's also more of a distinct exact lining around the hood there, as you could see on the newer version, and the older version it's not really as distinct. Now the main difference, at least that I know of, is that on the older cars, most of the cars had depth, or 3D eyes I'd like to call them, and a lot of people just call them raised eyebrows, because as you can see, this is higher, it's raised above the white portion here, and so is the bottom eyelid, I mean. So down here, I really do like that. It gives it depth and more detail, obviously. Now the new version of the Racer and a lot of other diecast cars, they have done away with the 3D eyelids. It's just all one, and it's not, you can't feel any rigidness. It's just flat, and unfortunately Mattel kind of did away with that. I'm not really sure why, probably to cut costs, but I'm not really too big a fan of the flat eyebrows, but it doesn't look like a huge difference, doesn't look bad in any way. It looks clean and flat, but this other version definitely had some more detail, a little bit more personality in my opinion to it as well. The rest of the decals are basically the same, maybe a little bit color differences, but basically you got number 51 there, a warm start to a cold morning saying on the side there, light your tires, easy idle, easy idle. Also on the back here you got easy idle along with the slogan again. And on the back here, easy idle, a logo with his number 51 in the taillights there. Of course, you got the slogan there as well. So nothing really different there. The main difference, like I said, is in the eyelids. So now let's move on to the pitties. This here on the left is the new variation version. And on the right here, we have the old version that was released in 2009. So one thing, as you can see, the 2009 version included a stack of tires here, as you can see. Unfortunately, though, it is the wrong color. They're supposed to be black tires, or black rim tires, and these are blue. Mattel, I guess, just assumed that the rims were the color of the car, so they kind of didn't slip that detail there, but it's not a huge deal. But unfortunately, they're not including the tires with the pitty anymore, as the RPM pitty that I showed on the back of the Easy Idle 2-pack packaging also does not include the tires. But I do believe that the Ponchi Wipeouts pitty that's being released as a single this year actually does contain the tires. So we're just kind of disregard the tires because there's nothing to compare them to. But we'll start with the pitties. As you can see with the 2009 version, there's a mouth plate with the crack there. Separation between the body and the mouth there, a big crack there, as you can see. Also, the mouth isn't colored in, you could just see white, same color as the rest of it. Now on the new version here, we have a unibody, meaning that everything's the same. There's no mouth plate, and it's all one piece, which is nice. And the mouth now actually is colored, and we got some showing of inner mouth there, which looks really good. It's kind of odd that they slipped up on some details on Easy Idle, but they made the Easy Idle pitty better. But I definitely like the new version of the Easy Idle pitty. It looks really cool. You also got the Easy Idle logos on the side there. It looks the same to me. Same thing also on the top here. Nothing really different. I don't even see much of a color difference either. Now, one thing about the newer version, which is just exclusive to me, because apparently, I don't know, the paint got a little excited and there's just kind of sprayed on the outside of the tire there. It didn't really stay within the boundary lines there, so it's kind of like splattered around the actual tire there, which is a little unfortunate. I don't know how that happened. There's just kind of some bad quality control, I guess. So let's move on to the toolbox. Now, one major difference, as you can see there, is that the one on the right, which is the older version, is a lot bigger, has this a lot bigger logo than the newer version. As you can see, also a little bit slightly different color, but just mainly the size. This logo is bigger than this logo. It may be a little hard to see on the camera, but definitely in person, you definitely can see the major difference. Now on the back here, nothing really too much to say, essentially the same silver lining on the racks there. So nothing too much, these are all hollow, they actually don't move, they're just stationary tires. So the main difference with the toolbox are the logos here. So that's pretty much all actually for the variants of these Easy Idle racers and the pitties. I have to say, I have to go with the new version. I like the new version because the pitty got a major improvement with the mouth in my opinion, but the old version on the racer has some more details, so I'm kind of like in between there. Maybe if we had a combination of these two right here, it would have been perfect. So that's all for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another suggestion video. See you guys then. Bye now.